Coming up,
We were looking for something that we could, have good growth in the steers, but yet have good moms. We started using balancer bulls, and
The Balancer crossbreeding program fits our program.
learn how Gelbvieh cattle are generating profit for U.S. beef producers. Next on The American Rancher. Hello and welcome to The American Rancher. I'm Pam Minnick. Today we showcase Gelbvieh cattle, the breed that is meeting some of the toughest demands of the modern beef industry. We'll take a closer look at their outstanding maternal efficiency, post-weaning performance, and much more. Commercial producers across the country are running successful operations with Gelbvieh and hybrid balancer cattle. And every day those producers demonstrate why Gelbvieh and balancer cattle are the smart, reliable, and profitable choice. One of the oldest German cattle breeds, Gelbvieh cattle are known for their milking ability, heavy muscling, and early weaning. Today, these attributes are maximizing profitability in operations across the country.
Gelbvieh is one of the oldest German cattle breeds to be imported to the United States. Systematic breeding work began in stud herds near Franken, Germany in about the 1850s. Lennis Hall first saw Gelbvieh cattle in 1969, and in 1971, Carnation Genetics imported 43,000 units of Gelbvieh semen to the U.S. The American Gelbvieh Association was also formed in 1971. Today, the breed is the 5th largest breed registry association in the United States and has approximately 1,000 members and 40,000 active cows.
This ranch was started in about 1880 by my great-grandfather. He came from Scotland and he settled in this area. Roger and I are 4th generation here on the ranch. We've got 2 daughters, so we've got 4 granddaughters ranging from ages 16 down to 6. And they all enjoy ranch life. They like to ride. They love the cattle. They love the Gelbvieh cattle because they're so docile. The ranch is now almost 140 years old.
Lindy and I moved back here in 1976. In 1980, we were exposed to the Gelbvieh breed and fell in love with it. Our first purchase was a bull from Denver Stock Show from Valhalla Ranch down in Colorado. Probably 8 years ago, we went from the purebreds into the balancers, and we've really enjoyed the balancers. We've downscaled from the bigger breeds down to more moderate, but we picked up more flesh. We still got the docility and the milk, and just enjoying the balancer bulls real well. Most of our cows will breed in the first heat cycle. We've been as high as 90% in the first heat cycle, but more than norm would be 80 to 85% in the first heat cycle, which is good for us. It helps more uniform calf crop.
Our granddaughters show them in 4-H and FFA, and they are just in love with the big ears and how docile they are, and they just turn into teddy bears. And we also gave a steer calf to one of our great nieces, and he was a leftover steer calf because he was a younger calf and didn't get on the truck, and we had a handful of those left over. So in January, they came and picked out one calf, and he only weighed 450 pounds, and we said, we hope he makes weight by your county fair. And so they took him to Buffalo, Wyoming, and she fed him, and when they entered him up in the county fair, the 1st of August, he weighed 1,205 pounds. And he gained over 4 pounds a day, and she did very well with him, and she said he was the most docile thing. It just turned out to be a great project. So even the leftover steer calves can be winners, and it's pretty remarkable that they can have that sort of a rate of gain.
In today's beef cattle industry, maternal efficiency is more important than ever. A cow that consumes less, produces more, and stays in the herd longer equates to more money in your pocket. Gelbvieh cattle are widely recognized for their maternal superiority through added fertility, greater longevity, and moderate mature cow size.
You know, the complements that the Gelbvieh breed bring in, again, are I think, udder quality, teat quality, their milking ability, and the muscle, and then the hybrid vigor that they give, you know, when you crossbreed them, just, you know, adds extra pounds come sale day. So that's why we use them.
Of course, the increased weaning weights, yeah, that's a big one. But a lot of other things that maybe aren't quite as noticeable, that maybe they're more subtle, would be like the stayability, the longevity, but also the stayability of the replacement females. That's big for us because we're a cow-calf operation, but ultimately those cows have to produce a calf that's going to feed well in the feed lot.
You know, we keep probably 40 to 50 heifers every year, and probably 85% of what we sell goes on to be bred. In our own herd, our own replacement heifers we've kept, in the last 3 years, we've kept about 160 heifers, and we're right at a 98% conception rate with the heifers. In our cabin, we're, with the mature cows, we start them the middle of March. And we are 85% done in the first cycle, and that makes a nice even calf crop when you go to sort them and sell them. It's like Paul and I said, you know, when we pick out replacement heifers, they're good heifers, and it's hard to pick which ones you want to keep. I mean, even though you know the herd.
Calves, our heifers are super uniform. We've kept them all and bred them all before and calved them all out. And you know, they all have worked well, so it's easy for us to keep our replacements and then feel confident that guys that come in and buy, you know, a load or two of replacement females, they work really well.
As far as the older cows that are still in production, they can do it. I mean, we've got cows that are, you know, 12 years old and have been doing it their whole lives.
The reports that we've had on the people that have bought the heifers is really good so far. At this point, the Gelbvieh balancer is working great for us, and it's been a smart choice to switch to that.
Coming up,
Our decision to go to the balancer cattle. We decided that those balancer bulls would be a good complement to our Angus-based herd.
meet the crossbreed that adds value to your herd. That's after the break on The American Rancher.
We'll see you November 9th. Be there!
Focusing on nutrition to increase performance means having the right ingredients in the right block. Sweet Pro supplements contain no molasses, making them more rumen-friendly and provide a better balance of protein, fiber, and fat rather than disrupting the rumen with sugar from molasses. Formulated with our digestive aid, Probiotin, which contains multiple prebiotic fibers including moss, cattlemen are seeing boosts in reproductive performance and improved herd health with Sweet Pro blocks. For more information on Sweet Pro supplements or to find a dealer near you, visit www.sweetpro.com.
If you're looking for livestock equipment, whether it be permanent or portable, call Ackerman Distributing at 1-800-726-9091. They are #1 in the nation with portable wheel corrals. Also handle portable tubs and portable alleys, double alleys, loading chutes, manual chutes, hydraulic chutes. AckermanDistributing.com. 1-800-726-9091.
If you're in the stocker business, you know exceptional care and good nutrition are the keys to healthy, profitable cattle. The Gain Smart Stalker program provides all the tools you need to minimize stress at receiving, stimulate appetite quickly, and create efficient gains on forage or feed. Plus, feeding Gain Smart makes your cattle eligible for Superior's first ever value-added nutrition program. Learn more about the Gain Smart Stalker program and find a dealer near you at gainsmart.com.
Welcome back to The American Rancher. For years, the hybrid vigor of crossbreeding has given a powerful advantage to the beef industry, and for good reason. Early on, the American Gelbvieh Association recognized how well Gelbvieh genetics fit into a crossbreeding program, and they created Balancer, a trademark name for registered hybrid beef cattle. A Balancer is a superior cross between Gelbvieh and Black or Red Angus.
American Gelbvieh Association members and leadership recognized the importance of crossbreeding early on. In the late 1990s, they began to register Balancer cattle. Balancers are registered hybrid cattle. Balancers are a minimum of 25% Gelbvieh up to 75% Gelbvieh, with the offsetting percentage being either Angus or Red Angus. Gelbvieh cattle offer the most complementarity to the British breeds.
About 10 or 12 years ago, when we started purchasing the Balancer bulls, we noticed a big increase in weaning weights. The health of the herd improved. A lot of that is due to the crossbreed program. Also an improved vaccination program.
We started using Balancer bulls in 1994. Before that, we were using terminal cross bulls, and we were having to buy all of our replacement heifers. So we were looking for something that we could, have good growth in the steers, but yet have good moms. And since then, it's been a really good choice for us. The calves grow real well, the steers do, and the heifers, they are great moms.
We always try to improve the herd, and these Balancer cattle have really helped us. They're docile, they're easy to train, I guess, because they are docile. We get them used to a set of pins, and we handle them in a certain way, and those young heifer calves seem like they're easy to train and easy to handle, whether it's with the caker pickup or the feed wagon. And we do everything horseback here, and they're good cattle to handle horseback. We decided that those Balancer bulls and the Balancer breed, the Gelbvieh breed, would be a good complement to our black-based cows, our Angus-based herd, because those calves are easy calving, lighter birth weights, generally speaking, and in particular the Gelbvieh is a very thrifty calf, and they do good, and it has proven that fact to be right over the years. I try to select numbers and bulls that are of moderate numbers. I concentrate on the carcass side, but I also concentrate on the female side. We have to stay in that moderate range because we're trying to do a little bit of both. We're trying to do it all, which is hard to do, but again, that Balancer breeding seems to help us do that. And we've had good success.
The owner of this ranch wanted black, so we started purchasing first purebred Gelbvieh bulls before the Balancer thing kind of took off, and breeding those to Angus cattle. And then once the Balancer started coming around and getting better That's pretty much all that we buy. We do use some Angus bulls on our first calf heifers, but after that, we like the balancers. Primarily because how they complement, you know, the Angus cattle, the British breed. The milking ability, the meat, and everything really works well for us here.
The balancer crossbreeding program fits our program, and it fits our ranch and our resources so that we can more fully utilize the resources that we have available to us and reduce the amount of outside inputs.
Up next,
we've been getting a lot of good feedback from the feedlots that are buying our calves. Those cattle start out a little lighter, but boy, they wean heavier and they match our resources.
Learn how Gelbvieh and Balancer cattle perform in the feedlot and on the rail. You're watching The American Rancher.
If you're marketing feeder calves sired by Gelbvieh and Balancer bulls, give your cattle the Balancer Edge. Balancer Edge is the new source and age verification program from the American Gelbvieh Association for calves sired by registered Gelbvieh and Balancer bulls and is backed by the industry's leading verification company, IMI Global. If you market feeder cattle, then you know that value-added programs can put more money in your pocket. Give your calves the Balancer Edge. For more information, visit gelbvieh.org.
Balancer influence feeder calves at the pounds, make the grade, and deliver the value. Feeder Finder is a free email listing to source Balancer influence feeder calves. If you are looking to buy or sell truckloads of Balancer influence feeder calves, subscribe to the free email listing or fill out the form with the cattle's information at gelbvieh.org. Feeder Finder, your source for Balancer influence feeder calves that add the pounds, make the grade, and deliver the value.
Superior Livestock Auction now offers a monthly Holstein steer and dairy video auction. With the largest number of registered and active buyers in the nation, Superior Livestock Auction is your source for lightweight dairy-influenced calves. Sellers enjoy proven price discovery that pays top dollar. Buyers get access to high volume and steady supply. And everyone appreciates Superior's trusted experience in national livestock marketing. Go online at superiorlivestock.com to register and to find out more.
At 44 Farms, we believe work starts at sunup and doesn't stop until sundown. We believe in order to live off the land, you have to love and respect it. We believe that cattle aren't just raised, they're nurtured. And we believe when you do things right, with honesty and integrity, well, things like quality and consistency happen naturally. 44 Farm Steaks, responsibly raised all-natural beef.
Welcome back to The American Rancher. In addition to how well Gelbvieh and Balancer perform at the ranch, the benefits of Gelbvieh and Balancer genetics really shine in the feedlot and on the rail. These cattle add pounds, make the grade, and deliver the value.
On the steer calves, the people who purchased the steer calves have always been pleased with the performance. They've outperformed what their rations were designed for, and that's always good news to hear. I enjoy hearing that.
Those cattle start out a little lighter, but boy, they wean heavier because they do better. They are thrifty, and they match our resources here in the Sandhills.
And you know, these feeders, the same guys have been buying them year after year after year because they're working for them, and they know that they can get those calves. It doesn't take long for them to get over their, their weaning, and they can really, feed them and hit that April market. So again, the heavier the better is what they always tell me, the 1st of October. And, consistently, we've been doing it, the last 10, 12 years, and just trying to hit the pay weight at 700 pounds.
We started in the Gelbvieh business probably in the 90s, late 80s, 90s. We really like the functionality of the maternal side of the cows. They're moderate size, they're good milkers, very high fertility, and those characteristics carry over into our carcass merit programs. We're a cow-calf to beef feedlot operation. So we're from birth to finish. Well, hybrid vigor is very important. It's a free gift, and to not take advantage of it is very foolish, especially in the cattle industry. The hybrid vigor has provided an extended growth curve for us, so we can take a balancer steer to 1,690 pounds, push them to the max with a 2% shrink, a 62.3 yield. Will come in at a 1,049 pound carcass. He'll be 15 to 20% prime, 1% select, and like I mentioned earlier, minimal 4s and 5s. A couple things we do, ultrasound and replacement heifers for ribeye to live weight ratio and for quality grade. We also have used DNA to do some selection on better maternal traits and carcass traits. We're producing 15 to 20% prime, about 1 to 5% selects, and under the threshold in 4s, which is usually around 15% less 4s and 5s. We've been collecting carcass data since 2003 and following that data through. We did one study a few years ago in about 2015 where we took 10 years of carcass data, stacked it all together, and put it on the same grid. And in that 10-year period of time, we had increased the value of our cattle $300 a head, which to me is exceptional. We did that through 2 ways, increasing our pounds of marketable beef, plus increasing the quality. And those 2 attributes really work good with Gelbvieh cattle. We extend our growth curve, and which thus gives us more pounds, and we don't get the discounts of 4s and 5s or heavies.
The American Gelbvieh Association offers programs and services that add even more value to producers who use Gelbvieh genetics. One of the newest programs is Balancer Edge, a source and age verified program that adds marketing value to producers who raise feeder calves sired by Gelbvieh and Balancer bulls.
Balancer Edge is a new program offered by the American Gelbvieh Association in conjunction with IMI Global. It's agent source verification for feeder cattle sired by Gelbvieh and Balancer bulls. The breed requirement is for 75% of the sires used to be registered Gelbvieh and Balancer bulls, and additionally, those bulls have to be a minimum of 25% Gelbvieh. So AGA is working in conjunction with IMI Global to offer this program. IMI Global does the agent source verification. They do the breed requirements. They verify those by the registration papers. And the program's available to all producers regardless of size for a $3 head enrollment, which covers the verification services and an EID tag. If a producer would like to purchase dangle tags for visuals for management purposes, those pairs are $4 1/4 per head. So in addition to participating in agent source and having their cattle breed identified, producers have the option to participate in other value-added programs such as NHTCs, All Naturals, and the GAP programs. We're excited to be able to offer this program to producers who are utilizing Gelbvieh and Balancer genetics to obtain some breed recognition and to be able to add value to their cattle by creating more marketing options for potential buyers.
To assist producers in placing Gelbvieh and Balancer influenced feeder cattle in a place where they'll be most successful, the American Gelbvieh Association started our Feeder Finder service. Feeder Finder was created in 2015 and helps producers with Gelbvieh and Balancer influenced feeder cattle market those cattle via email to over 250 feed yards across the country. For producers to put their cattle onto Feeder Finder, they can fill out a form which can be found on gelbvieh.org under the Exchange section, or can simply contact the AGA office at 303-465-2333.
But one thing that did help us, I feel, is the Feeder Finder that the Gelbvieh Association is working with. And when they put the word out, it seems like our bidding had gone up a little bit, and I did appreciate that program.
Part of our program that we would like to expand is the information, and it's coming from feedlots, but also through technology, and to find out the production side, but also in the carcass side and the meat case side. We would like to see how our cattle are doing. I'd like to be able to continue to measure our cattle when they leave the ranch. So, and the Gelbvieh Association is great. They offer tools to do just that.
For more information about Gelbvieh and Balancer cattle and the commercial programs offered by the American Gelbvieh Association, visit gelbvieh.org. That's all the time we have today. To find out more about us, visit our website, theamericanrancher.com, or connect with us on Facebook. I'm Pam Minnick. For the entire American Rancher team, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Superior.